Imagine you're walking down a busy street on a rainy day. Suddenly, everything stops. Cars, people, even the rain frozen midair. For 10 seconds, you're the only thing moving in a world turned to stone. A raindrop hovers before your nose, a pigeon is stuck mid-flap, and a woman's sneeze is paused in time. At first, it feels like a superpower. Total control, total freedom. But the silence and stillness quickly become unsettling. You step forward, but your footsteps make no sound. The world is a perfect silent photograph, and you're the only visitor. You have 10 seconds. What do? The answer? Not much. The laws of physics aren't on your side. The city's hum is gone. The air feels wrong, heavy, almost hostile. The rules of reality are suspended, and you're alone in a world that's fundamentally broken. The air, the light, the sound, everything you rely on is frozen. You're not in a playground. You're in a place your body isn't built to survive. The beauty of the moment is matched only by its strangeness. Every detail is impossibly sharp, but you're isolated in a way you've never felt before. The world isn't just paused, it's unreachable. You're surrounded by life, but you can't touch it, hear it, or even breathe it in. 10 seconds in a frozen world is less a superpower, more a glimpse into a reality where you don't belong. The things we take for granted, air, light, sound, are gone. When time stops, so does everything else. The first thing you notice is the silence. Total, absolute, unnatural. Sound is gone because nothing moves. Air molecules can't vibrate, so no waves reach your ears. The jackhammer, the street musician, the ambulance siren, all frozen, all silent. You could scream, but your voice wouldn't carry. The air in your lungs is frozen too. You're trapped in a bubble of perfect quiet, cut off from the world. Even your own actions are silent. Clap your hands, no sound. Knock on a window, nothing. The silence is more than strange, it's disorienting. Our brains crave background noise, even if it's just the hum of electricity or your own breath. Without it, you feel dizzy, unbalanced, and deeply alone. Every interaction is a pantomime in a vacuum. The world has forgotten how to make a noise, and you're the only one left to notice. This isn't just a lack of sound, it's sensory deprivation. The silence is so complete, it's almost oppressive. You're not just alone, you're isolated from reality itself. 10 seconds in this mute world feels like an eternity. The absence of sound is the first sign that this power isn't what you imagined. It's the beginning of a journey into a world that's fundamentally wrong. Next, you realize you can't breathe. Air is a gas, molecules in constant motion, but now they're frozen solid. Try to inhale, and your chest strains against an invisible wall. No air moves in or out. You're holding your breath, whether you want to or not. It's not just uncomfortable, it's terrifying. The air around you is an unmovable barrier, and the air in your lungs is stuck. Your body heat can't escape, so you feel strangely warm, trapped in your own thermal bubble. Moving is just as hard. The frozen air resists every step like wading through solid jelly. Each movement is a struggle against a world that's turned to stone. You can't run, can barely walk, and every breathless second drags on. The world is unbreathable, unyielding, and utterly alien. 10 seconds never felt so long. The superpower is quickly becoming a nightmare. At least you can see, right? Not for long. Vision needs light. Photons traveling from objects to your eyes. But when time stops, so do the photons. You get one frozen image, then darkness. Even a flashlight won't help. Its beam freezes inches from the bulb. You're blind, stumbling in a world you can't see or sense. The beautiful tableau vanishes, replaced by murky gray nothingness. You can't navigate, can't admire the scene, can't even find your way. All you feel is the pressure in your chest and the warmth on your skin. The 10 seconds stretch on, sightless and suffocating. Let's pretend you could breathe, see, and hear. You try to interact. Grab a wallet, pick up a leaf, open a door, nothing moves. Every object is locked in place, unyielding as a mountain. Push as hard as you want. It's like trying to move the earth. Even the air is a solid wall. If you were running when time froze, you'd slam into the frozen air like a brick wall. The impact would be brutal. No give, no warning. The world is harder than diamond, every atom locked in place. You're not a ghost, you're a physical being in a world that refuses to budge. The power to freeze time is a trap unless you're immune to its effects. Without that, you're just another object struggling against the impossible. The fantasy of moving freely in a paused world shatters. Every attempt to interact ends in frustration or pain. The world is unmovable, and so are you. 10 seconds of freedom is really 10 seconds of helplessness. The superpower is more curse than gift. Freezing time isn't just hard, it's impossible. Time and space are woven together. You can't stop one without the other. Gravity, heat, energy, all depend on time moving forward. If everything stops, gravity might vanish, temperature drops to absolute zero, and the world becomes unimaginably cold. You, still moving, would be the only warm thing in a frozen universe. The energy needed to pause and restart every particle in the cosmos is beyond comprehension. You'd have to control every atom, everywhere, perfectly. The scale is godlike, the consequences unimaginable. The laws of physics aren't just broken, they're obliterated. The fantasy collapses under the weight of reality. Freezing time is a beautiful, impossible dream. So, what have we learned? Freezing time for 10 seconds would leave you in a silent, dark, suffocating world? The fantasy is appealing. A pause button for life, a moment of control. But the reality is a nightmare. Isolation, helplessness, and danger. Still, the idea fascinates us because it promises freedom from chaos. It's not about stealing wallets or playing pranks, it's about seeing the world in a new way. The real magic isn't in stopping time, but in pausing ourselves to notice the beauty around us. We can't freeze time, but we can choose to stop, look, and appreciate the world as it is. Maybe for just a second, we can find a little of that frozen wonder in our own lives. The true superpower is paying attention.